What's the X-Lab bikes like?
They're fine. They're good.
Because there's a lot of I don't know many of the Astana lads personally, but I know some of the Decathlon lads pretty well, and I know when they heard they were getting Van Rysels, they was like, "Oh, come on, are you kidding me?" And then they were actually quite happy with the bike in the end. I'm sure there's a similar sentiment when people heard we're going from Willier to X-Lab.
The riders were, yeah. I thought I was more worried about the rider perception than I needed to be. The riders were far more open-minded about it than I really thought they were going to be. And hats off to them for that. The road bike is very good. The TT bike, I think as a starting point, we've been very lucky with how good it is. And one of my first jobs within the team was to stick everything in a tunnel and test everything and make sure that it stacks up. And the TT bike was quicker with and without a rider than the Willier's bike, not the Willier that Kung's riding, or that now FDJ are riding, which Astana, I don't think Astana ever had the option to have because it was a joint venture between FDJ and Willier. But it's quicker than Willier's previous time trial bike, quite significantly actually. And and the road bike was, I didn't test it against a Willier. The road bike was in the very correct ballpark as well. So
that's good.
And it's interesting. It's like this is a line I've been wanting to use for a while. Like with the teams, because obviously the team's doing it like very well this year. And we've made quite a few changes. Obviously the bikes, tires as well. Which was a me thing. I'd say everyone has moved up like 30 or 40 positions in racing. Just where they finish in the race, everyone's moved up. And it's kind of like when there's a step change difference in the way everyone's performing, or when all the riders are performing, so it's actually not about the riders, it's about everything else.
Yeah.
Riders probably won't be too happy about me saying that, but it's like I wasn't in the team last year. But I know from riders that were saying there has been a step change difference in the team this year, and the results are showing for it. You know, we're second in the team rankings at the moment, which, given the relegation battle that the team's got on, is exactly where we need to be and exactly what we need to be doing. So it's it's pretty cool.
Two more rapid fire ones before we finish up. Favorite cycling holiday destination?
Probably Lanzarote. Lanzarote in the
Very
winter.
Very windy in Lanzarote.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. But in the winter especially, I never quite understood. I understand why teams go to Alpe because of you can drive everything there, and the Canary Islands you'd have to fly everything there.
Yeah.
But for solo winter training, I've never understood the fascination with Alpe and Mallorca in the winter when you can go an hour and a half longer on a plane and have guaranteed shorts in the Jersey weather.
Yeah, it's a good point. And last one, now that you're back mixing it with regular Joes and Janes and the group spins and club rides and local tens, what's the biggest mistake you've seen amateurs making?
Rapid fire question. It's not a rapid fire answer, is it?
My one's probably I was on a group ride, terrifying, not with my group, and I seen a lad descending with the wrong crank down going around corners.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
a good one. Nearly set me on fire, sparking through the corners.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I try training efficiently.
Just too much going riding with the lads, same speed all the time.
Yeah, same speed all the time. Sometimes just riding hard all the time because you're time crunched. So you want to maximise the time that you have. So you've got an hour, I'm just going to make it a really bloody hard hour.
Top of zone 3.
Yeah, and perhaps like all the indoor training platforms, Zwift and whatnot, are the best thing ever. Like, don't get me wrong, but I know, people just racing on Zwift all the time because it's fun, and I get that, but not doing the efficient training that's going to make them better.
And you know what, Zwift as well, because there's, Zwift, Rouvy, all the platforms, like, they are amazing, but there has to be a Netflix effect because they're businesses. So they have to retain customers. You see this a little bit in coaching, where if you're coaching, if a coach's primary concern is client retention and having low churn, you have to create these sessions that are kind of nonsense. It's like a load of cadence changes, a load of 3 minutes at this, 2 minutes at this. Whereas I remember Michael Barry coaching me, and it'd be just like 5 hours, look over hedges. I'd be like, you never log on to Zwift and it's like 3 hours zone 1. It's like,
yeah.
But,
I hear you.
But you chat to the physiologists, you chat to Stephen Seiler, Dan Lorang, any of these guys, and they just prioritize so much zone 1, zone 2 riding.
Yeah. I mean, that's athlete. I think that's client athlete dependent. How much time they've got.
Yeah.
Just what motivates them. I mean, coaching. I think coaching is quite an easy job, but it's the people skills it's knowing what gets the most out of the person you're working with, and sometimes, like you say, nonsense maybe isn't the word I'd use for it. It's more like what's going to give them motivation to do it, and it might scientifically it might not be the best thing, but from he was a young lad I coached who he was doing sports science at university, so he probably knew more than I did about that aspect, but struggling with motivation, and I set him like a sort of load of zone 3 stuff to do instead of VO2 max stuff. He was like, this doesn't make sense. I was like, all right, we'll set you something that makes scientific sense. And he got to the end of the week, he hadn't done any of it because motivation was low. And I was like, well, maybe something that was a little bit easier on the head would have been the better thing to do this week, because then you'd have done something.
Yeah.
I think that's a
great lesson. It's all or something rather than all or nothing.
Yeah, it's better to do something, isn't it?
And the very last one, are we going to see you back on YouTube?
I do need to. Being perfectly frank, I'm barely riding the bike at all at the moment, and I'd love to tell you it's because I'm very busy. I am busy. I've got 2 very young children, and an exercise at the moment seems almost exercise as time consuming as cycling is. Like, don't get me wrong, I can go out for a run, smash the crap out of myself in half an hour. Whereas bike riding, unless you've done it, for me, an hour still feels like it's not really training. Yeah. Even though like an hour now it does feel a bit longer. But it's everything around it, getting ready, the garage, the bike. And when Chanel and I are both joint parenting, seems like quite a selfish way of exercising when I could run. I swim twice a week at the local swimming club, which is like at night, so everyone's gone to bed in the house and I go swimming. So from a YouTube standpoint, there's not much to talk about with cycling. And I think that the job with Astana, and I wouldn't, it seems deeply unprofessional to be going to Paris-Nice and doing everything that I have to do with the team time trial, and then putting a camera in front of the rider's face and going, "Hey, how do you feel about this team time trial?" It's like that, and that's not my job in Astana. And Astana know about my YouTube channel, and I think down the line there'll probably be some sort of
Roadman, whether you're a weekend warrior or a world tour rider, the right tools can make all the difference. Enter 4i's Precision 3 Plus Power Meter, the latest innovation from 4i, designed to help you reach peak performance. The Precision 3 Plus Power Meter is a compact yet powerful unit. It weighs just 9 grams and it's packed with features that set it apart, including integration with Apple's Find My network, giving you the peace of mind by letting you track your power meter wherever it is. Plus, you've got up to 800 hours of battery life. We all know that accuracy is key, and 4Eyes delivers a groundbreaking plus or minus 1% accuracy thanks to their unique 3D strain gauge technology. For those seeking even more data, the Precision 3 Plus Pro Power Meter offers dual-sided power meter metrics, giving you detailed insights into pedaling efficiency, torque effectiveness, and left-right balance. 4Eyes offers versatile product options to suit your needs. Choose from ride-ready power meters with pre-installed units on Shimano cranks, or up for factory-installed power meter where you send in your crankset for a custom installation. Ready to elevate your cycling game? Trust 4Eyes Precision 3 Plus Power Meter. Precision, performance, and peace of mind all in one. Learn more by visiting 4iiii.com. That's 4iiii.com. I'm going to put that in the description down below.